Hello everyone, welcome back to Shikara IAS Academy. So, in today's lecture we are going to discuss agriculture in India. We will take two lectures on agriculture. So, this is the first part, right? So, India has the largest arable land area globally. Around 159 million hectares of area we do agriculture. So, that area where we do agriculture is called the arable land. So, India is having one of the largest arable land area globally, and India is largest producer of milk, pulses and jute. So, India is first in production of milk, production of pulses and production of jute. India is second in production of rice, wheat, sugarcane, cotton, fruits and vegetables. So, around 65% of the net sown area is irrigated in India. Net sown area is that area which is total where we are doing the agriculture. We have gross area, gross sown area and net sown area. For example, in this 1 acre of land, imagine I am doing agriculture thrice, 3 crops I am growing over here. So, in Rabi, in Zaid, in Kharif seasons I am growing 3 crops for 3 seasons. But in an year, if I am talking about net sown area, I will only count it as 1 acre. Whereas, if I am talking about gross sown area, then I will count it as 3 acres. Because I have grown crops in 3 acre land. So, that is the difference between net sown area and gross sown area. So, net sown area around 65% we have irrigation facilities. In states like Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh etc., we have more than 85% irrigation. The remaining is dependent upon rainwater etc., some traditional methods. So, we have 3 cropping seasons, one is Kharif, other is Rabi and third is Zaid. Kharif season is during the rains or during the monsoon. So, during the southwest monsoon from June to October we have this Kharif season. So, we sow the seeds in the month of June and we harvest around September, October. So, Kharif season we have hot and humid conditions. Hot because it is the sun is in the northern hemisphere, the apparent movement of sun, the sun is over the Tropic of Cancer or near in the northern hemisphere, because of which we have hot climate over here. Then because of southwest monsoon we have humid conditions, hot humid conditions. Major crops grown in Kharif season are like rice, maize, jowar, bajra, cotton, sugarcane, soybean, pulses. Then we have Rabi crops which is in the winters. So, from October till March we have Rabi season. So, after the monsoonal rainfalls are happened, then after the harvest of Kharif crops, we will sow the seeds in the month of October. So, because it is winter, the conditions are cool and in winters we have less precipitation, hence we have dry climate. And in March month, when we harvest the crop which is sown in October month. So, March will have warm temperatures, it is the beginning of summers, right. So, warmer weather conditions are important for ripening of the crops like wheat, barley, mustard, grams, peas, linseed etc. are grown over here. So, in the northwest India, it also gets some rainfall because of western disturbances. You study western disturbance when you study the Indian monsoon, you have studied that, right? Because of the impact of subtropical jet stream, it brings the storm like conditions from Mediterranean Sea towards India in the northwestern part, because of which we get some rainfalls which are important for the Rabi crops. Next we have Zaid season which is between the Kharif, Rabi and Kharif. So from March to June. So we have warm and dry weather conditions. Here, because it is dry and also it is very hot, irrigation is essential. Crops like watermelon, muskmelon, cucumbers, vegetables, fodder crops, pulses, etc. are grown in this season. So it also supports our nutritional security because we grow fruits and vegetables in this season. It is also important in crop diversification and income security for the farmers. So they will have one additional income from the zaid crops. We have different types of farming in India. We have irrigated farming, where we provide irrigation or water resources. This irrigation can be protective and productive. Protective means we have some crop, without irrigation this crop will not be able to grow, this will die away. So to protect this crop, I am providing irrigation to this. So that is one type of irrigation. Second type of irrigation is, I have this much crop, for example this will give me 10 bags of rice. Now if I provide irrigation, I will get 15 bags. So I am providing irrigation to increase my productivity. So that type of irrigation is called productive irrigation. We have dry farming, where the rainfall is less than 75 centimeters. That type of region, the agriculture, the farming done is called dry farming. Dry land farming is done where the rainfall is around 75 to 115 centimeters. So the growing season is around 75 to 120 days. Here we focus on retaining of the soil moisture and growing drought tolerant crops like pulses, millets, etc. Then we have wetland farming, where the rainfall is more than 115 centimeter. The growing season is more than 120 days. Here we focus on rainwater harvesting. In India, more than 80% of maize, 90% of bajra, approximately 95% of pulses, 75% of oil seeds are all grown in dry or dryland agriculture only. Then we have irrigation. In irrigation we have micro irrigation, macro irrigation. Macro irrigation is provided by canals, tanks, etc. from where we get water. For example, we have rivers, on them we make dams, through dams we bring canals, or through tanks, or in Telugu we say cheruvulu. Through them we have the irrigation. So that is called macro irrigation. Micro irrigation is those irrigation techniques which use some techniques like drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigations, foggers, etc. to save the water, to prevent soil erosion and have uniform irrigation and nutrient delivery. So how? For example, there is a field. Imagine earlier I am just leaving the waters in the field so that the water is spreading away, and also it is leading to wastage of water. The water is getting flowing away, because of which water is getting wasted. Also with this water, soil is also getting flown away, because of which there is erosion of soil, and water might go and accumulate in this region, and this part of the region might get less water, this might get less water, here the water might get accumulated. So some plants are getting more water, some are getting less water, so there is no uniform irrigation. And for nutrient delivery we use fertilizers, sprinkling of fertilizers. When this fertilizer is sprinkled away, because of this overflow of water, the fertilizer is also getting overflown, because of which we are adding more fertilizer to the soil, because of which there is eutrophication in the water bodies, agriculture runoff is causing pollution. So all these problems are present, because of which we have some techniques like drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, foggers. In drip irrigation what we do? We make in this type, the plants are sown, the seeds are sown in rows, and we have pipes over here. So these pipes will have small holes. Now the water will keep coming from this hole drop by drop, so that the plant will keep on absorbing the water. So there is no wastage of water, and the water is not overflowing, because of which soil erosion is getting stopped and all the plants are getting the water uniformly. So this is solved. This type of irrigation is called sprinkler irrigation. It is copying like rainfall, we are getting water to all plants slowly. These are foggers, where we have mist in the environment. We are having a proper setup where we having plants over here, then we are having foggers which are coming down from the ceiling, through which we have fog like conditions over this region, because of which there is continuous humidity in that area, because of which these crops will keep on absorbing that moisture. So this will save the cost and save the water. But these also have some issues like technical issues. For example, if we talk about the drip irrigation, imagine the pipes are getting blocked, so some seeds will not grow. And for example, if some livestock passes from this field, some cows and buffaloes have passed, so these pipes will get destroyed. Now this will add some other extra burden to the farmer. So these are technical issues are present. So this is micro irrigation. What are the major crops present in India? We have rice. Rice requires temperatures of 20 to 32 degrees Celsius and rainfall of 15 to 30 centimeter, 150 to 300 centimeter rainfall. Because to grow the paddy crops, if you have seen the paddy fields, they require more water. So soils, they require deep clayey soils or loamy alluvium soils. Top states which produce rice are West Bengal, UP, Punjab. Globally, China, India is second, Bangladesh is third, Indonesia is fourth. China is the top in producing rice. And issue with the rice crop is production of methane, because the fields are waterlogged. Then wheat grows around 10 to 25 degrees Celsius. In the winters, this wheat is grown. Usually 50 to 100 centimeter rainfall is required or water is required. It can grow in different types of soils like loamy, clay, alluvial. Top states are UP, MP, Punjab. Globally, China is the first, EU second, India is third. In case of millets, we have different millets like jawar, bajra, kodo millet, different types of millets are present. So jawar is majorly grown in Maharashtra, bajra in Rajasthan, kodo millet in MP. These millets are drought resistant and also having high nutritional value. Then we have maize. Maize also requires temperatures of 15 to 27 degrees and they are less dependent upon water. So 50 to 80 centimeter of rainfall will be enough for maize crops. It can be grown in different types of soils. In top states like Karnataka, MP, Maharashtra. Globally, we have US, China, Brazil, EU, India. India is fifth in the production of maize. Then we have cotton. It requires a temperature of 21 to 30 degrees and rainfall of 50 to 100 centimeters. It requires black cotton soils. Top states in India are Gujarat, Maharashtra, Telangana. Global producers are China, India, US, Brazil. India is second top producer of cotton. We have crops like jute. Jute requires temperatures of 24 to 35 degrees Celsius, humidity of 80 to 90%. It requires alluvial soils. West Bengal is the top producer. Globally, India is the top producer. In case of sugarcane, sugarcanes require temperatures of 21 to 27 degrees Celsius and rainfall of 110 to 150 centimeter. And soil, it requires fertile loamy soils. Sugarcane also requires more water like that of paddy. In India, top states which are growing sugarcane are UP, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. Globally, India is second and Brazil is first. In case of pulses, we have different types of pulses. Like grams, we have, it is a rabi crop. MP, UP, Maharashtra are the top states. In case of tur dal is a rain-fed crop, and Maharashtra is the top producer. And pulses are important for nitrogen fixation because of they have leguminous roots. They have root nodules in which we have bacteria which will fix nitrogen. In case of oil seeds, in case of groundnut oil, we have Gujarat as the top state. In case of mustard, rapeseed, we have Rajasthan, Haryana as top states. Soybean is grown in MP, Maharashtra. Sunflower in Karnataka, AP, Telangana. Commercial crops like tea, coffee. In case of tea, it requires humidity of more than 40% and temperatures of 60 to 32 degrees Celsius, and laterite soil is required for tea production. Hence, this type of conditions are present in the northeastern states like Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala also have some conditions like that. Hence, we grow tea in those states. And globally, India is the second top producer. Coffee also requires similar conditions. In India, Karnataka, Kerala are the top producers, and globally Brazil is the top producer. In case of rubber, temperatures, similar conditions for tea, for coffee, for rubber, similar conditions are required. So, it also requires slightly acidic fertile soils, more rainfall, more high temperatures. Hence, the top producers are Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Then we have crops like palm oil. Palm oil requires temperatures of around 25 to 28 degrees Celsius and rainfall of more than 200 centimeters, and it grows in laterite soils. Major producers are Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Kerala. So, these are your major important crops. And we have different revolutions regarding agriculture, like we have green revolution, white revolution, blue revolution. So, what are these revolutions? Green revolution is where we have developed high yielding variety seeds, means for example, from one plant if I am getting 10 fruits, by high yielding variety seeds from one plant we get 50 fruits. So, these seeds are high yielding. For high yielding seeds we require more nutrients, hence we require more fertilizers. They also require more water, hence we require more irrigation. So, this was developed in India by Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. This is headed by in India by Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. Then we have revolutions like white revolution to increase the productivity of milk. It was headed by Dr. Verghese Kurian. Blue revolution is used for fisheries. Yellow revolution is used for oil seeds. Then golden revolution is led to fruits. Silver revolution for eggs. Pink revolution for onions, pharmacy, prawns. Red for meat and tomato. Round revolution for potato. Grey revolution for fertilizers. Protein revolution for pulses. So, this is your agriculture, different important major crops, cropping season and agricultural revolutions. We will meet in the next lecture, next video, where we will discuss, we will continue the agriculture. So, I will end the lecture here. From 15th onwards, new batches for UPSC and TSPSC groups have been started. They will start. So, please call the institute, click on the link given below, register and start your journey with Shikara IAS Academy. Thank you all.